I think I might get rid of my car. Well, actually, no, I can't because I have a family. But if I didn't have a wife and a child, I would probably get rid of my vehicle because a dollar. The liberals are saying that if they win until 2024, they're going to make the transit cost $1 a ride. That's the TTC. That's even the GO train, a
Oh,
dollar. Could you
wow.
imagine? You know how expensive it is to take the GO train?
Right.
Jesus. I've been taking the GO train for over a decade when my parents moved out to Pickering. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that,
Yeah. If you live in Pickering, you're definitely taking the go bus
at
and train
least,
somewhere. Somewhere.
yeah. And even then, it wasn't that expensive. But now, 2022, it's super pricey.
Right.
It's
How much is
really
it now? Last time I think it was for me, I think I wrote it. I think it was about $6 or something like that.
well, I mean, I live in Oshawa now. I'll bleep that
Hmm.
part out. But where I live now, in order for me to get from my home to, let's just say, downtown Toronto, we're looking at like $20, $25. One
Damn.
way.
Damn.
So could you imagine spending $1 to
That's
do
like
that trip?
1/8 of a tank of gas.
That's insane. And the liberals are doing this, obviously, because they want to win. Now, they talked about some of the numbers here, and they said that, where is it here? Oh, here we go. So the party says the plan will cost about 710 million in 2022 to 2023 and about 1.1 billion in 2023 to 2024.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
got to be honest with you.
Increasing people riding the bus.
So yeah, so what they're saying is they want to do this to kind of help poor people get around the city. This is, they said it in a different way, but poor people get around the city. And I don't know, man. This is a pretty good move, I think, because a lot of the times politicians, when they're running, they run on promises that are probably good for poor folk, but we don't know that shit because it's not
Right.
impacting our actual day-to-day life. This will. I got to get to work every day, grocery shopping, pick up my kids. I want to be able to see fam. All that costs money. A dollar. Yeah, I'm on board.
I mean, this is a great idea. For besides the reasons that you said, let me add on top of that. Let me put some frosting on your cake. Wait, that pause. That didn't sound right. Anyways, um, so this is also going to be great for the environment because it's one of those things where you're encouraging more people to end up taking the transit as opposed to having cars now. And with the decrease in price, the reason why 2022 to 2023 and 2023 to 2020, why you see that increase from 700 million to 1.1 is the increase in passengers taking the bus. Obviously, they're accounting for that. More people are going to end up taking the transit because it's more affordable, especially at a time right now where they're estimating that by the summertime, gas prices, the average gas price is going to be about $2 a
Yeah.
liter,
Yeah.
right? So, and it's not that far off right now. I think yesterday I saw it at $1.89. So we're not that far off. So it's not hard to believe. And this is before, once again, the carbon tax that the government has employed has kicked in. So you know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be going up. So this is something that is great for the environment. We get 2 years where people say to themselves, I can spend $20 and get a little bit of gas, or I can get 10 back and forth trips on a TTC bus using a transfer. I can get from one spot to another. It'll take me a little bit longer, but imagine how much money I'll be saving in my pocket,
You
right?
know, I wonder if they thought about the ramifications of 2024 and this ending. Is this one of those things where, you know, it they could possibly renegotiate this come 2024? I mean, if they've already potentially negotiated this from 2022 to 2024, why couldn't they extend that? Because what's in it? What's in it for TTC and Metrolinx?
I
Like,
mean, as long as they're getting their money, they don't care. Are we making our
exactly.
money? They're fine. And so the government is giving them their money. So they're fine. They probably get tax breaks. They probably get a whole bunch of benefits
So
from
why
this
not
as well.
extend? So
Because that number increased 400 million in that 1 year. You move it on, it's probably going to increase 700 million, then it's going to be a billion. And that number is going to increase to the point where it's no longer sustainable.
Right.
Right. So it's something where I'm glad that they're offering it for they're not saying this is going to be from now on. I'm glad that's not the promise.
They got to gauge it. They got to gauge it.
I'm glad they're saying that's not the promise, because that's just not possible. That's just not possible. But the only problem that I have with this is that it's coming from the Liberal Party. You know, the leader of the Liberal Party is a Mr. Justin Trudeau, I believe, right?
Oh,
and
Lord.
and one thing that I know is Trudeau is that guy is a jackass, right? I don't want him as my leader anymore. I think he's proven to me, besides all the things that have come out about his past, what he's done recently, his decision making, his aggression towards people having the right to make their own choice, because he had a personal belief for himself and he wanted to push that belief on the rest of the country, which is not how it operates, not how you should operate. A lot of things I disagree with. So if it came from another party, you know, and you know what, I'm gonna have to take out the NDP, because I just heard that Jagmeet just joined up with Trudeau. They're a team now. After Jagmeet said that this guy was all this, he was that, don't trust the Liberals. Now they're together. I don't know about the politics over here, man. Maybe it's only what's the other party? The Conservatives?
Yeah.
And the Green Party.
Green Party.
And then the Independents.
You know, look, at the end of the day, sometimes people in your family and friends, they want to offer you a handout, a leg up when you're struggling. And sometimes people turn those things down because they know that they're gonna hold it over your head, right? Like, you don't want to borrow money from this person. You know what type of niggas they, you know what I mean? I get that. But at the end of the day, we're talking about politicians here. So you say you don't want to get it from the Liberals. You say you don't. No political party is going to give you something without taking something in return. Let me scratch that. No political party is going to give you something and say this is what it is without there being a little asterisk beside. Right. There's more. There's a hyperlink. You got to click on that to you got to read the fine details. So I get what you're saying, especially with Justin Trudeau and he's just been.
No, I think what's being missed.
But a good thing is a good thing, man. Even if it's temporary.
Is you believe that my dislike for the Liberal parties is because of their stances or whatever they say, or my political.
I just think you don't like Trudeau.
I am literally acting like a sports fan right now. A sports fan will like a player and they'll like the entire team because of that player.
Yep.
They will also dislike an entire team.
I get it.
I dislike your entire team because of your team captain. I don't care what your beliefs are. I don't care what your stances are. I don't care. You could save the oceans. You could do anything you want. As long as Justin Trudeau is running things, nothing not go on here, sir. Sorry. And for all the Canadians, that means nothing's happening over here. It's not going down.
Let me tell you something. There was a time when my only means of transportation was the TTC. Okay, period. Can't do it. Can only walk so far, right? I'm not the old man from Kung Fu, The Legend Continues. Only so far. And even when I was taking the transit, I still had to get people to pay my bus fare. Okay, I couldn't afford to do it.
Listen, I'm not going to judge you. I was out there splitting tickets.
Yeah, I could do it.
I'm not going to go into details. You know what I mean when I say splitting tickets.
Yes, of course. So I couldn't afford to do it. So let me tell you something. If something like this was around then, yeah, buddy. So and guess what? There are people, not even kids, not even teenagers, adults right now cannot afford to take the transit, want to work, can't afford to go to work. This is a good thing, even if it's only for 2 years. So the reality is if you view Justin Trudeau as the devil, cool. Fool with the devil from a distance. Feed him with a long spoon. It's only temporary. Viewing public, what are your thoughts on this, man? $1. $1. This is crazy.
A loony.
You have to remember a loony. You have to remember the TTC and Metrolinx, Go Transit, whatever you want to call it. For as long as I could remember, I alluded to it earlier. Only going up. It's only gone up. Up, nigga. $1? Even for adults? By the way, if you get a monthly pass, you're looking at $40. This is
I've always thought that
great thing,
the
man.
transit should do a Toonie Tuesday thing. I've always thought they should do that.
Yeah, man.
Easy marketing.
Well, I
Easy
mean,
marketing
they're
because KFC already established it. It's already something that people know. They're still saying it to this day, even though it doesn't cost that amount. It hasn't cost that amount for years. So if TTC brought out like a Toonie Tuesday for them, whoo, man, that would,
Toonie
I feel like that
Tuesday.
would increase business. But hey, listen, TTC, if you're looking for somebody for your marketing, I'm not available. I don't like you guys.
All right, fair enough. Viewing public, what are your thoughts here, man? I already know your thoughts. You're
Plot
in it.
twist.
You're in it to win it. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. When you first started taking the transit, what did it cost you? I remember it being 50 cents for kids.
What year did you take that?
I remember being 50 cents for kids. I wasn't traveling by myself. I was with my mom.
Oh, okay. All
right. All right, then. All right. Deuces. Okay.
50 cents.
50 cents, nigga, like the
Is
rapper.
this your bus driver?
Who? Jesus? That was a good one, though.
Sure, this wasn't Noah's Ark that you were paying to get on to or something?
No.
All right.
Here. Okay.